Hello and welcome back. This session covers the rules for interacting with public transport and school buses on the road. Let's get started. Let's understand some of the parking rules applicable for taxis. Taxis can briefly stop next to parked cars to let passengers in or out, ensuring quick stops without obstructing traffic. Note that this is only applicable for taxis. Other vehicles are not allowed to stop alongside other parked cars. Let's move on. Passing a stationary bus at a bus stop. It's important to note that you should always maintain lateral distance when passing a stopped bus. Adjust your speed and watch out for pedestrians who may step onto the road unexpectedly. We shall look into some examples later in the slides. When passing a bus, always monitor oncoming traffic. Ensure that the road ahead is clear before overtaking the bus. You should maintain a safe distance, avoid driving too close to the bus to ensure safety, and be cautious of hidden pedestrians that may be hidden by the bus. Let's move on. Always give priority to public and school buses pulling out from a stop. Buses signal when leaving a stop and you must yield to them. Let's move on. Let's look at this scenario, and these are very common types of questions that you get with respect to public transports. In this case, you see there is a bus and the hazard warning lights are also switched on. Note the following. You should drive past at walking speed only. If necessary, be prepared to stop. So even if you are not on that same lane, you see that you are on the opposite lane and going in the opposite direction. If a hazard lights are on, you should still drive past at walking speed. Also note, drive past at a sufficient distance in order to exclude endangering pedestrians. And wait if passengers could be inconvenienced. Let's move on. You see this scenario, and in this case hazard warning lights are off, and you see that you are in the opposite lane, so you can maintain your speed, but you should drive with an increased level of alertness. Now let's look at this scenario. You see that the hazard warning lights is switched on, as you can see from the image. In this case, you see that you have two lanes going forward and the bus is in the bus lane, is in the bus stop. But even in this case, because the hazard lights are switched on, for both cars the bus may be passed in either lane but no faster than the walking speed. This is because the hazard warning lights are on. So even if you are on the left lane, you should still pass the bus at a walking speed. Vehicles in both lanes must stop if passengers would otherwise be endangered. Let's move on. You see there is a tram stop. You see that passengers are boarding and alighting. It's important you may not endanger or impede them. In this case, it's advisable to wait before the tram stop. You would also see tram stop with island. In this case, there is an old man standing on the island, and note in such cases that pedestrians will step off the tram stop island unheedingly. Pedestrians will run across the road, to the tram stop island. So be prepared for such scenarios for a tram stop with island. That's all with this video. I will see you in the next one.